All right, I'm going to do independent practice problems, day 4. Independent practice problems, day 4. This first one here, rotation. Rotation is to turn. So that is what I'm going to put at the top of my paper. It's to turn. I'm going to rotate 180 degrees about the origin. Okay. So I'm going to use my rules to do so. I'm going to look for the rule that says rotate 180 degrees. And that is either turning my picture or turning that coordinate plane 2 places to the left or 2 places to the right. Remember, basically, if I'm turning it 2 places to the left or right, the picture is going to look upside down, no matter if I go to the left or to the right. So look at what quadrant this is in. This is this bottom quadrant, which happens to be the 4th quadrant. All right, so we're going to use our rules since we can't physically pick up our Chromebooks or physically pick up our computers. We are going to use the rule. So the rule says here, look at this. You see how it just changes the sign? So basically, all we're doing is just changing the sign of both X and Y. That means if X and Y is a positive, you're going to change it to a negative. If it's a negative, you're going to change it to a positive. Any questions before I move on? All right, so I'm going to write that rule here. We're going to change the sign of X and Y. Change sign of X and Y. So now I'm going to write the ordered pairs for my pre-image. And I'm going to label this as my pre-image, okay? Remember, pre-image is before the move. It does not have tick marks on these letters or ordered pairs. So let's write down the points for the pre-image. Is there anyone that's lost right now? Okay? And then we're going to write down our ordered pairs for the image. So our pre-image ordered pairs, we write those first. H is start at the origin. We're going to the left. Left, right is always first. That's X. Left, 1, 2, 3 times. That's -3. And up, 1, 2, 3. So that's +3. So we got -3, comma, +3. Any questions about how I got that ordered pair? Okay. Now we got Z. Okay. Our ordered pair for Z is here. So we start at the origin. We're going to the left. So that's a negative. -1, -2, -3, -4. And then we have to go up to get to Z. And so we go up 1, 2. So that's -4 and +2. -4, comma, +2. N, okay? N is right here. So again, we start at the origin. We're going to go over. Let me slide this over. We're going to go to the left 1, 2, 3 times. And we're going to go up +1, 2. So our ordered pair is -3 and +2. Any questions about how to graph the ordered pairs or how to write the ordered pairs? Okay. All right. So now we're going to move them. H prime. So all we're doing is just changing the sign of X and Y. So here, this is -3. So now it's going to be +3. This is +3, so now it's going to be -3. Any questions about how I got this? Z prime, again, we're changing the signs. Since this is a -4, now we make it a +4. Since this is a +2, now we make it a -2. N prime, change the signs. Since this is a +3, a -3, change it to a +3. Since this is a +2, change it to a -2. Any questions about the rule for rotating 180 degrees? So now we're going to graph these. Okay. We're going to, let's see here. Richard, you okay? You okay? All right. So we got 3 and -3. So we go over positive 3, 1, 2, 3, and down 1, 2, 3. So this is H prime. Then we got positive 4 and negative 2. So go over 1, 2, 3, 4, and then positive negative 2, 1, 2. That's down 2. This is Z prime. And then 3 and negative 2. So go over 1, 2, 3, and down 1, 2. This is N prime. This is our image where the object has moved to. Questions about how we did that? Resume recording, sorry. Okay, so again, we are going to do rotation, 90 degrees. That's going to be one turn to the left. So the rule for that is to switch. Remember, we got that from our notes page. Is to switch X and Y. So we're switching those. And then we're going to change sign of new X. And we got that from our rule sheet. So what we want to do is we want to write down the pre-image first. And then we're going to write where it moved to by applying this rule. So we're going to use A. Our ordered pair for A, start at the origin. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left. So that is negative 4. And up 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's negative 4, comma, positive 4. Any questions about that? Okay. Then we have D. D, start at the origin. Go to the left. That's negative 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative 4 again. And up 1, 2, 3. So this is negative 4 and positive 3. Any questions about that? Okay. W, start at the origin. You don't go left or right, so that's 0. And you go up, so that's positive 1, 2, 3, 4. It's positive 4. Questions about that order pair? Okay. And G is start at the origin. You don't go left or right, so that's 0. And you go up 1. So this is 0, comma, 1. Questions about this ordered pair? All right. So we're going to make this, we're going to use this rule. So A prime, the first thing we do is we're going to switch the X and the Y. So let's switch it first. So to switch this, now it's going to be, instead of negative 4 and positive 4, it's going to be positive 4, comma, negative 4. So after you switch it, you're going to change the sign of the new X. This is the new X right here. So since this is a positive 4, we're now going to change it to a negative 4. So let me put a negative in front of the 4. Questions about that? Okay. D prime, we're going to do the same thing with D prime. The new location for D. First, switch X and Y. So instead of negative 4, comma, 3, it's going to be 3, comma, negative 4. So now you're going to change the sign of this new X right here. So instead of it being positive 3, it's going to now be a negative 3. W, do the same thing. Instead of it being 0 and 4, it's going to be 4, comma, 0. 4, comma, 0. Then we're going to change the sign of the new X. So instead of it being a positive 4, it's going to be a negative 4. G, doing the same thing for G. Switch the X and Y. Instead of it being 0 and 1, it's now going to be 1, comma, 0. Change the sign of the new X. Instead of it being a positive 1, now it's going to be a negative 1. Questions about using the rule there? Okay, so now we're going to graph these ordered pairs. So starting with A prime, -4, and -4. Start at the origin. Okay, I had to let some folks in the chat. Sorry, y'all. So we got -4 is to the left 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. -4 is down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is my new location for A. This is A prime. -3 and -4. So start at the origin, go to the left 3. 1, 2, 3. And then down 1, 2, 3, 4. This is my new location for D. This is D prime. Okay. W, the new location for W is -4 and 0. So you're going to go to the start at the origin, go to the left 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 0 is neither up or down. So this is my new location for W. W prime. G is -1 and 0. Start at the origin. Go to the left one time, and 0 is neither up or down. This is my new location for G. This is G prime. And if you remember the picture before, you remember that it looked just like this. So this picture is the pre-image before the move. And this one is the image after the move. Please take a picture if you need that. I'll put both of them in the picture.